The transfer window is simultaneously every football fan's favourite and least favourite time of the year. It's amazing when you're signing player after player after player, but it's also terrible when you end up selling your star player to Man United. So, it swings and roundabouts, and hopefully most teams, of course all teams, are aiming to come out of the window better than they went in, but that isn't necessarily always the case, with players flopping, with deals not going through, with getting stung because you've been relegated and having to sell off your best players. There's all sorts of twists and turns. So today I'm going to very quickly run you guys through some of the main ones from the league that I'm sure all of you guys watch, which is the Premier League. It is the league that I watch the most. In fact, it's the league that I basically only watch. So we're going to go through the top Premier League transfers that have happened, and one that is basically all that nailed on and is going to make me cry. In fact, it's Lukaku. We'll come on to that later. If you guys want to hear my opinion on what I think about the Lukaku transfer, you guys will have to stick around till we get to the strikers. But yeah, a quick rundown of the transfers so far. The team that you guys are going to be able to build in FIFA 18, which is going to be sick, because the transfers aren't actually out yet on FIFA 17, which is pretty nuts. I think they've got something cool planned with the footies, but we'll have to wait and see. So I thought I'd run you guys through, show you what we can expect in FIFA 18 for your Premier League teams, new players to drop in and spice up the squad. So let's just jump in and kick it straight off. The first one is, I've got it on Premier League, I've got it on Everton. It is a new Everton player. It is a goalkeeper, but he actually currently plays, or did play on this FIFA for Sunderland. It is Jordan Pickford, the young lad who we have just bought for 25 to 30 million, depending on add-ons. It is mental. As you can see from his birthday there, he is 23. He has an absolute blinder of a season. Even though we got relegated, which people love to remind me, he got upgraded from a silver on FIFA to a gold, 73 to 76. Pretty bloody tidy. Like I said, as people love reminding me, he did get relegated, but I mean, he had the worst defence in the league in front of him, and he still made some absolutely incredible saves. So with our other new signings, which you're going to see in a minute, and Ashley Williams and Baines and Coleman and all sorts of stuff like that, Schneiderlin, Idrissa Gueye, all of them boys shoring up the defence in front of him. I think he's going to be absolutely sick, and a lot of people, like I said, keep reminding me that he did get relegated, but so did Idrissa Gueye, and he's absolutely incredible. So did Wijnaldum, and he is sick for Liverpool. There's so many players like that who were just really good players in teams that weren't playing well at all together. And he's 23. This guy could be Everton's #1 for like 10 years, which I'm absolutely buzzing about if he does reach his potential. As you can see, that is what his card might look like on FIFA 18. I haven't got as bold as to start predicting ratings and maybe position changes for other players and upgrades and all stuff like that. I'm just going to leave that to the guys over at EA. But an Everton card, a slightly new card design. I'm pretty sure the FIFA 18 one isn't quite confirmed yet. We only know what the icons look like, and this is based on that. But yeah, Pickford, new Everton player. Let's move on. Let's grab ourselves another new Everton player. So this one is another Premier League player. So a couple of players that aren't really changing, just the links are. So now you can get a nice strong link to Ashley Williams, a nice perfect link to Michael Keane. So they get a strong link now. They will get a perfect link next season, as this guy's card will become an Everton card, which again I am absolutely hyped about. This guy's 24, so Everton going big again, 25 to 30 million depending on the add-ons. This guy is breaking our transfer records, the both of them, if they do come through. So we paid 28 million for Lukaku. These went in at 25, but if they play loads it will become 30. So the joint most expensive signing for Everton will be this Michael Keane card, who again, I am really, really happy to see him sign for Everton. He got himself a team of the season last year as well. If you want to go base your assumptions off FIFA, this guy, I'm searching for Everton when I should be in Burnley, is worthy of an 89 rated card. I actually packed him at the start as well, which is pretty sick. So there we go. Michael Keane's 89 card is mental if we take a look at that. So hopefully he's going to play something like this and get another one of these next season for Everton. Moving into the middle is someone you guys mightn't have heard of as much. Now, he is called Lindelof, or Lindelöf. I'm not really sure how you pronounce his name because he is from Sweden. Again, he got himself a team of the season, where you're going to plonk in his normal card though, just to keep this simple. He played for Benfica. He now, of course, has signed for Manchester United. So again, another young 23-year-old. He's 22. He's 22 because it hasn't quite been his birthday, and he's 23 in about 11 days. So this is mad. This is Man United were in for both of these guys. And let's be honest, as we can tell with the fact that Lukaku is going to United, if United wanted Keane, he probably would have went back to them. I assume, anyway, if he's going to be offered the starting spot, which I assume this Lindelof guy is going to be offered. So they opted to go for Lindelof, and then Everton swooped in and took away Keane. So two very, very good young Premier League centre-backs who just going to do bits next season. I really do. Well, I hope Keane does. Maybe not so much Lindelof because he's playing for United, but he's probably going to be really, really good. He's a very good prospect for the future. And then we've got a slightly different one in the middle who was signed for Arsenal. I should probably move him out onto the wing, or it's really weird. Like, it's Kolasinac. He's got himself a left mid card, but he started as a left back and he got upgraded as a left back. But he was playing left wing back for Schalke this season. But EA, instead of doing left, he was left wing back, left mid in like a 3-5-2, 5-3-2, whichever way you want to put it. EA opted to give him a left mid team of the season, but at Arsenal he's going to be playing similar to what Oxlade-Chamberlain's been doing this season, like a right wing back / right mid sort of role. Good player. Again, Everton were in for him. We have been going absolutely mental in this transfer window. Arsenal got him on a free, which is crazy. And again, he's so young. Absolutely nuts. He must just be old enough to not have, or only a year or two old enough, because he's about the same age as me, to just about miss out on having to pay for the development fee or something like that to stop players signing their first contract under 18 for 4 years, and then when he gets to 22, walking off and going to someone else for free. But this guy's done it at 24. Arsenal snapped up an absolute bargain of a player. And I say bargain because he literally cost no pound and he's sick. So there we go. That is Kolasinac, I should say. And he is going to be an Arsenal card next year. Maybe he's going to get a bit of a pace upgrade. How much pace did he go up next, actually, with his team of the season? Okay, he only went up to 86. Maybe he's not going to sweep in and be the Clichy of old, but maybe he'll replace Clichy because he's probably going to get downgraded and Kolasinac might get upgraded. Could be the new Luke Shaw. We will have to see on next year's FIFA, but he's going to be an Arsenal card presumably soon in FIFA 17, but for your FIFA 18 teams you will be able to be plonked in there. Let's move into the midfield where we've got another Everton signing because we're going absolutely bloody mental. Seems every transfer in the Premier League has got something to do with Everton at the moment. It is Davy Klaassen, who again, team of the season, I packed him, which seems to be omens for players moving to Everton. I packed team of the season Keane, we signed him. Packed team of the season Klaassen, we signed him. Packed team of the season Harry Kane, I wouldn't mind signing him actually. But I highly doubt that is going to happen. But anyway, let's plonk his normal card in because that's what we've been doing. Davy Klaassen, again, another young player, another team of the season in FIFA. This guy, again, is 24. He's moved over to Everton. You can see him there with a nice rare card and an Everton badge. Looking very good. I'm excited to see what this guy can do. He absolutely bossed the Eredivisie last year. He got to the Europa League final, of course, against United. So it seems like every transfer is either United or Everton involved, isn't it? But Klaassen, for Everton, will make a very decent centre-mid or cam, depending on what EA do with his card. Let's finally get away from Everton and United then, but still staying in Manchester. We have got Bernardo Silva coming over from Monaco. So this is one of the ones that sort of passed me by in all of the Lukaku and Morata hype and stuff like that. I missed out on the fact that City had actually picked this guy up until I was looking at it for this video. So again, another... Literally everyone in this video was like 23 or 24, and I think was Lindelof 22. It's mad, everyone's 24 and under. Bernardo Silva, did this guy get a team of the season? I want to say he did as well, so we're keeping that theme going too. He did indeed, he's 92 rated with 89 pace. So some big people going to be getting big upgrades coming over into the Premier League. I'm sure he's not going to be 81 rated non-rare next season. He's going to be up there like 83 or 84 with a bit more pace. Klaassen's going to get upgraded. You'd expect Kolasinac to get upgraded, Lindelof to get upgraded, Keane to get upgraded. Maybe not Pickford. Probably Pickford, maybe go 1 or 2. You'd expect big upgrades for these guys, all getting team of the seasons. Pickford didn't quite get in there. He was doing really well at the start of the season, but I think it was De Gea and Lloris, wasn't it? Which is understandable, to be fair. So, looking at some potentially absolutely mental cards with another sick winger. Another sick winger / cam, which is really annoying for City. Like, the De Bruyne informs are at right mid, but everyone knows you want pace down the wings on FIFA, so... We'll have to see if this guy's quick enough to get in people's ultimate teams, but maybe he'll drop inside. Maybe they'll boost his pace up like they did with his team of the season. I am not too sure. But speaking of pace and throwing people into sweaty Premier League teams, who else is there but Mohamed Salah? Another guy who got a team of the season. Another guy who is... Okay, he's a little bit older, but only a couple of years, and he's absolutely sick. And he is, of course, signed for none other than... Keeping it in Liverpool this time, we are going to Liverpool. So not Everton and not Man United and not keeping it in Manchester with City. We're keeping it in Liverpool with Liverpool. So, Mohamed Salah. Salah announced, as Liverpool did say, as signed for Liverpool. And he's just going to be going straight into everyone's sweaty Premier League teams. Let's be perfectly honest. There's nothing else to really say about him. Just sell on him, score some sweat goals, and everyone, the Premier League's just getting disgusting. If City or Liverpool had signed Orba like they were linked with, I don't even know what I'd be able to say. It's just absolute filth. We've got Salah coming to Liverpool. We have got Lacazette, the machete, coming in and dropping himself in at cam, even though he's a striker, but his card's a centre forward, the one that I bought. But he's going to get a striker card at Arsenal. They finally replaced RVP 5 years later. Mental. Maybe they can do some bits next season and actually properly challenge. They always look like they're going to challenge for the title, and then they always fall off. Can Lacazette be that difference? I think he scored 28 goals in the Liga last season, but then people do like pointing out that 10 of them were penalties, so I'm not sure how many of them penalties he created himself, because that obviously makes a massive difference. But if he's created like 8 of them pens, then you can't really say anything about him. But everyone raves about Kane. Kane scored a lot of pens as well. Kane was the top scorer in the Premier League. Can Lacazette across North London become next year's Premier League top scorer? We'll have to wait and see. But I'm just excited to slap them into my Premier League teams. It's going to be, some of the teams you can build are going to be absolutely mental with these new players. We've got more new players coming in up front. I'm going to leave the Stad one till last, and I'm going to bring to you guys the Sandro, which again is another Everton signing, for God's sake. We've had one that's outside of Manchester or Liverpool. Alex Sandro, actually, that's another Sandro who is linked very heavily with Chelsea, if you guys haven't seen them rumours. So we'll have to see what comes about that. But the Sandro we want is this Sandro from Malaga, who of course now plays for Everton. So more Everton signs will actually go mental. People are saying we're spending the Lukaku money before we've even got it. But if you want to check my Twitter, I showed you guys why. We signed loads of new sponsorship deals and stuff like that. And basically, we've got a billionaire owner who is using these sponsorships to funnel money into the club to get around financial fair play. So I'm pretty confident we haven't spent the Lukaku money yet. And if we do sell Lukaku, which is pretty inevitable that we are going to, basically all but confirmed, we're going to be going even more mental, and you're going to be able to build an entire team of Everton signings by the end of the transfer window, which is crazy. I'm excited to see this guy. He's a product of Barca. He then moved on to Malaga and did absolute bits last season. Again, he's the youngest out of everyone in this team now. 1995 he was born in. Very, very exciting prospect, and I'm looking forward to seeing how he is going to perform for Everton. I wouldn't say he's Lukaku's replacement. Maybe in the future he could be after a few more years experience. So I am still expecting us to make a big marquee sign, and people linking us with Giroud and stuff like that would be pretty sick. But Sandro coming in off the bench, playing, I mean, we've got Europa League this season, so he's probably going to play a lot of Europa League games to give whoever our main striker is a break. If he isn't the main striker, you never know how much faith Coleman's got in him, but he looks like a very exciting prospect. I am very excited to see him in an Everton shirt. And then finally, the one you guys have probably all been waiting for is Romelu Lukaku. He's probably going to sign for United, isn't he? It's basically all but confirmed that this man is becoming a United player for 75 million. 75! I think that, does that make him the 4th or 5th most expensive player in history? And that's apparently before add-ons as well. It could rise, which is nuts. Again, he's 24. Again, he's sick. Again, he got a team of the season. I'm not sure whether he's worth 75 million, and people are going to just call me salty and stuff like that, because I'm now saying, I've always maintained that Lukaku is incredible. He's the best player that has played for Everton in absolutely ages, but at the same time, it is Everton. He's not world class. He has the potential to become world class. Like, I was speaking to Harry about this the other day. At the moment, he's behind Harry Kane, but I think he's got a higher ceiling than Harry Kane and could become better than him, become truly world class. He has got a touch like a bus. There's been some jokes on Twitter about the fact that he was meant to be going to Chelsea, but his first touch took him to Manchester. But I'll be sad to see him go. I really will. If we could have kept all of them and played Sandro off him, it would have been mad. But it looks like he's going. It's all but confirmed. Paul Joyce is a very reliable journalist for Everton News, and he's confirmed. It's some guy who apparently does all of the photography for United new signings, has been booked to photograph him, so know that he's signing. I'm not so sure. Everton have came out through Jim White, the guy from Sky Sports News. He's mates with Mashiri, Everton's owner, and said that nothing's been done, nothing's agreed, but it's probably just Everton like saving face because it got leaked through United's media outlets and their journalists and stuff like that, and it isn't like properly 100% signed, sealed and done. and maybe Everton are trying to use it as leverage. Don't want it coming out that we're getting loads of money when they're trying to sign someone else. I don't know. Apparently we're in for Raul Jimenez and we're bidding 45 million. Maybe they don't want it to be known that we sold Lukaku for 75 already before that deal's sorted, because then they'll be like, hang on, give us 55. So I'm not too sure. It's basically done. It's all but confirmed that he's going to Man United. Everton are still denying it, but that is what you would expect. I'm going to be very sad to see him go. But he seems to be going. There we go. That is where you're going to leave it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this very quick transfer roundup. I just thought I'd get you guys some information, show you what you can expect on FIFA 18. This team is going to be, well, maybe not this exact team, because you've got a left back playing centre back and you've got a right mid playing centre mid, but these players on FIFA 18 are going to be absolutely sick. And I even left an empty spot as well, because there's loads of other transfers and there's loads of other rumours coming in, and I wanted to leave a spot for you guys to put down in the comment section. Who is your most exciting transfer so far? It doesn't even have to be from the Premier League. Or who is your most exciting rumour? What player would you most like to see come over that is actually feasible to the Prem? Maybe it is that Alexandro from Chelsea to put an incredible left back into your Premier League teams, or just to see him play in the Prem. Let me know down in the comment section. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you next time. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the time has finally come to do Squad Builder Showdown on Team of the Season Lukaku. It's been a while since I've been promising this. In fact, when he first came out and I was in love with him, he was still apparently staying at Everton. But now he's come out and said that he doesn't see